Hello, today I'm going to talk about auditory bubbles of your child. Do you know what is auditory bubble? Well, we'll talk about it how to develop and increase the auditory bubble of your child. But when I say auditory bubble, auditory reminds me that I should talk about auditory goals first for this week. This week's auditory goals are 3-step command. That means your child should be able to listen to, understand 3-step commands and perform 3 actions after listening to your commands. For example, you tell your child, put 3 plates on the table and put 1 katori on next to each plate. Okay, now the child has to listen to it and the child has to do 3 actions. Child will pick up 3 plates and 3 katoris, put the plates on the table, then put the katoris next to each plate. So, you will be giving 3 commands actually, but in 1 command sequentially, which is related. The child, for example, you can even say, put all the toys in the box and keep the books in the cupboard. So the child you have to say only once, the child has to listen to it, remember it in auditory memory and should be able to perform the action, which shows that the comprehension of the language has taken place. Coming to receptive language goals, this week we are expecting a lot of receptive language. Now your child is listening so well that the child should be getting a lot of new vocabulary and new concepts and increasing the brain library. So we are talking about 3 main areas in this receptive language. One is prepositions, one is questions, and one is verbs as adjectives. So starting with prepositions, I am trying to introduce besides in this week. Your child knows next to. Now the child should be able to understand besides. So it is easy, like you were saying put the katori next to each plate. You can also say put the katori beside the plate. For example, you say whose mobile is lying beside my handbag on the table. And for example, you say put the remote control beside the TV on the sideboard. Like this, you can talk about giving lot of examples. For example, who is sitting beside you in the class? Okay. Coming to questions, introduce 2 more questions. What do we do with and why do we have it? So what do we do with a knife? What do we do with a pair of scissors? What do we do with a marker? So the child has to understand the function of a particular object. Also introduce the question why. The child should be able to understand the concept of cause and effect and learn the question why. May not be able to answer completely, but understand that why means there is a cause. For example, you can ask, why should we take umbrella? Because it might rain. Why do we have bed? Because we want to sleep. Why do we have markers? It is to scribble. All this can be part of the daily 3 routines. Remember, play talk, picture talk, conversation, mainly, even from the stories. Then coming to verb adjectives, in the receptive language, the child should be able to understand that sometimes the verbs are used as adjectives. For example, if I say the caterpillar is hungry, then hungry is a verb, right? But if I say this is the story of a hungry caterpillar, then hungry becomes an adjective. So this way you can talk about hungry caterpillar, thirsty crow, sleepy dog, crying baby. You can use all these sentences and phrases throughout the sentence, especially when you're reading books also. And the child will understand the difference in the usage of verb as verb and verb as adjective, right? Coming to speech goals, we continue with L. So we continue with auditory bombardment of L, and we give a lot of opportunities to the child to listen to the word with the sound L and imitate that particular sound to be able to produce that sound if the child is at that developmental stage. So when I'm saying throughout the day, a lot of vocabulary, you don't have to pick and choose certain words. For example, if you're working on colors, include the word yellow. If you're working on math language, use the word less. If you're working on shapes, use the word long. If you're working on fruits, use the word watermelon. If you're working on flowers, use the word lily. So like this, quantity, if you're working on, use the word little. So there are so many I can think of which you can use throughout the day in meaningful language throughout the experience. The book selected for this week is All by Myself. This is the book All by Myself. The child knows my, now you are doing myself. So the child will know the difference between my and myself. It will also introduce a new concept of can. What can I do by myself? Here, I can button my shirts by myself. I can brush my hair by myself. Then you can say, I can wear my socks by myself. And then here, I can put my toys away by myself. So all this will help the child to understand, and you can make a sort of rhyme also. I can tie my laces by myself. I can button my shirt by myself. I can eat my food. Keep quiet. Auditory closure. The child will say, by myself. So you start a sentence and wait and look at the child, and the child will say, all by myself. So this will be very interesting thing to do, okay? Tips. And now before tips, I must talk about auditory bubble. So what is auditory bubble? You know, when your child got switched on, you were told to sit closer to the child and talk to the child from a close distance, because the child cannot yet hear from a longer distance. So that is, we were saying that at 1 meter distance, the child should be able to hear and understand the language. When we say 1 meter, we don't say that 1 meter on the right side and 1 meter on the left side. Maybe in the beginning, the child can only hear when you're on the 1 meter away from right side, 1 meter away from left side, or 1 meter away from front, or 1 meter away from behind. But then slowly the localization increases and the child can understand, pinpoint from where the sound is coming. So it can be not at 90-degree angle or 180-degree angle, it can be a 60-degree angle in between, in the corner. So if the sound comes from the corner, the child should be able to listen and understand. So that means your child is listening in the auditory bubble of 1 meter radius, 1 meter radius circle. Anywhere around the circle in 1 meter, if you are sitting or standing and talking to the child should be able to listen and understand. Slowly increase it from 1 meter to 2 meter and 2 meter to 3 meter. That means when I increase from 1 meter to 2 meter, I don't have to sit next to the child and talk in therapy. And at home as a mother, you don't have to go closer to the child on the side and then talk to the child. Wherever you are in the circle of 2 meter or 3 meter, you talk. The child should be able to listen and understand what you're saying. That circle is called auditory bubble. We need to increase it from 1 meter to 2 to 3. Why? Because we are preparing your child to go to the school. In the school, in the class, the teacher is not going to stand stationary at 1 meter. The increase of distance is quite possible, and the child should be used to listening from that distance. So by increasing the auditory bubble, we increase the distance hearing of the child. This way it helps the child to listen when the child is outside the house also. Anywhere in the playground or going for a visit, the child should be connected with you through spoken language communication. So the tip for this week is very important, is increase the talk on. What is talk on? We had started talk on the experience of the child, but now increase the topics of the talk on. For example, talk about birthday party or any party, Christmas party or any school party where the child has attended the party. Talk about visits of the child, like visit to zoo, visit to fish aquarium, visit to post office, visit to railway station, visit to airport, or visit to someone's house or visit to garden. Any visit the child has taken, talk about that after the visit. Talk about different experiences, talk about different topics, talk about lot of things the child is interested in. So this will increase the child's communication skills, and this will increase the vocabulary of the child, and more important, the conversational skills will increase of the child, which will help the child to be able to be integrated into the regular school, coming at par with the children of her or his age. Interesting. I'm sure it will help the child to develop more language and speech. Let me know if you have any questions, and let me know if it works for you. If you want to see the other episodes before this, then you can click the link below, which will take you to 40-week session plan. See you next week. Thank you.